Okay, good afternoon class. At this point we have answered yesterday's homework, which is 1.1 to 1.5, as well as the two questions dealing with the perimeter and the area of these two circles. Okay, those two circles. Okay, so let's just get up a bit. I think we must still do number 6 now, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's pull this up here. Okay, so we're looking at example 6 on page 173. We are asked to calculate the perimeter and the area. So if you look at the perimeter of this shape, it's going to be that semicircle, which is half a circle, not so? That semicircle plus this length here. Not so? So, what we know about the semicircle, remember that the semicircle is made up of a basic shape. Which shape is it made up of? A circle. But it's semi, so it's half of that circle. So to calculate the perimeter of a circle, how do you calculate the perimeter or circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. Not so? So if it's half a circle, then yeah, of course it has to be half of 2 pi r. You guys understand? So it's going to be half times 2 pi r plus that length of that line, which is whatever that line is. Okay, so that's going to be half times 2. What is pi? You said we're going to use 22 over 7. So it's times 22 over 7 times. What's the radius of this line? 7.5. Why? Because this whole length is your diameter, not so? So if the whole length is diameter, so then your radius is going to be 15 over 2. Remember, your radius is diameter over 2. No? So it's going to be 15 over 2 plus, and what is the length of this line here? What is the length of that line? 15. You guys understand? So again, to calculate the perimeter, it's going to be that arc plus this length here. So remember, that's half a circle, semicircle. So it's going to be a half 2 pi r. Okay? Plus that length of 15. So that works out to be the 2 and a half cancel. Then there's 22. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 22, 11 times. What do you notice here? Nothing else can cancel here, not so? So I'm going to say 11 times 15. Well, 15 times 11 is going to be easier. So it's going to be 15, 0, 1, 5, 165. 165 over 7 plus 15. Okay, so 7 times 15. It's going to give you 35. 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 105 plus, so 165 plus 105 over 7. So it's plus 165. So that's going to give you 0, 260 over 7 centimeters. Okay. Of course, in the exam, we won't make the value so big. Okay, because in this question, we're not actually testing your ability to work with fractions. Okay, so we'll keep it fairly small. Okay, because there will definitely be a question on bod mass where you will be tested on your ability to work with fractions. Okay, yes, Michael? Did I make a mistake? Yeah, it's 270 over 7. Yeah, my mistake was I didn't carry the 1 there. Okay, it's 270 over 7. Well done there, you got it right. And then to calculate the area is basically going to be that section on the inside. Not so. How do you calculate the area of a circle? It's going to be pi r squared, but it's semi, so I must divide it by 2, or I say half times pi r squared. We said pi is 22 over 7, so it's 22 over 7 times your radius, which is 15 over 2 times half. Then again, 2 goes into 2 ones, 2 go into here 11 times. 11 times 15 power squared. I have to square it. Okay? I'm messing up here. Supposed to have been squared here. Okay? So it's going to be 22 over 7 multiply 15 squared is 225 over 4 times half. Okay? That goes 1 and 11 here. Okay? So it's simply 11 multiplied by 225 divided by 7 times 4 is 28. Giving the answer of 2475, 2475 over 28 centimeters squared. If you want to convert it to decimal, it's going to be 88,39, or it can be written as 88 and 11 over 28. Okay, both of that is acceptable. Again, at this point we will accept that 2475 over 28. Okay. Again, there's going to be a long multiplication and long division in your upcoming exam. Okay. Let's look at number 7. This is example 7 on page 173. Okay, I think I must just pick up the pace a bit. So as I said, I don't want these videos to be too long. Okay, just let me know if I'm going too fast. Okay. We're looking at the perimeter again of the shape. The perimeter is simply going to be, if I start here, what is this? Semicircle. Not so. It will be semicircle plus this length here, 4 plus 6 plus 4. So it's going to look something like it. 4, 6 and 4. Not so. So this is a semicircle. So that is going to be a half of a circle. The circumference of a circle. Not so. How do you calculate the circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. So it's going to be half times 2 pi r plus twice your breadth and once your length. We don't have to write that out like that, okay? You can skip that step. You can even skip both steps, it's fine. I'm just doing that so that you guys can follow. Okay? So it's going to be half 2 times. What is pi? Pi is 22 over 7. Okay? Did we say that is exactly pi? No, it's approximation of pi. Okay? And I explained to you already what pi is. What is the length of the radius from center to circumference? What is the length of the diameter? 6. So what's the length of the radius? 3. We can say 6 over 2, which is 3 there. So it's going to be 2 times pi, which is 22 over 7, times the radius, which is 3, plus what's the length here? 6, plus 2 times 4. So again, the half and 2 cancel. 22 times 3 is 66 over 7, plus 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 6, 14. Not so? Is that correct? Right, 7 times 14 is 80 something. It's going to give you 8. 28, so it's 98. Okay? So the LCM is 7. It's going to be 98 plus 66. So 98 plus 66, then they give you 14. There's 164. 7 centimeters. Okay, we just check that I'm on the right track here. Normally in term 1 I can do this, otherwise I have some problems. No? $164 over 7. Alright. Do you guys understand? Okay, you want to write this down? Okay, I'm just going to pause the video at this point quickly. Right, so now let's look at the area. The area of the shape is simply going to be a semicircle The area of the semicircle plus the area of a rectangle. Together it makes the shape you have. You guys understand? Again, you don't have to write. Okay? So how do you calculate the area of a circle? Area is equal to pi r squared. What is pi? 22 over 7. What's my radius here? 3. Okay? So it's going to be the area of a circle. It's going to be a half pi r squared. Because that's half a circle plus. How do you calculate the area of a rectangle? Length times breadth. So it's going to be half times 22 over 7 times. The radius is 3 squared plus the length of 6 and the breadth of 4. Okay. So 2 goes to 2 once, 2 goes to 22, 11 times. So it's 11 over 7 times 9 over 1 plus 24. That's going to give you 99 over 7 plus 24 over 1. 7 is your LCM, 24 times 7 is 28, carry 2, it's 14, 15, 16. So it's 168 plus 99. Or 99 plus 168 is going to give you 167, I think. 167 over. So let's check on the right track here. So it's a half times 22 over 7 times 3 squared, which is 9, plus 6 times 4. 267. Oh my words. I forgot to take the carry again. Same mistake I made in the previous one. Okay, so you must let me work with your money. No? I'm going to give you 100 and short. Okay. Alright, you guys need to write this down? Huh? Again, I'm going to pause the video at this point. Okay, so that's it. Let's carry on to the next shape. We're looking at example 8. And this will be the last example for today, before we go into some sums that we will do on our own. Okay. So looking at the shape here, starting from one point, let's do a perimeter first. If we go here, then what would it be? 2 plus, we got this here, which is a semicircle. Not so. How do you calculate the circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. Okay? But what's the radius of the circle? So say since it's semi, so it's going to be half times 2 pi times. The pi is what? 22 over 7 times the radius. Okay, so if this is 4 and that is 2, then what would that length be? 2. No? Because that together it makes 4. Now if this length is 2, then what is this length? 1. So the radius is 1. Let's do it again, Mika. Squinting your eyes then. Let's do it again. You agree that this length there is the same as that length there? No? So if this is 4, and that's also 4, right? But that from there to there is 2. So that has to be 2. That 2 is also the diameter of that circle. So the radius, which is from there to there, is going to be 2.
1.
Divided by 2 is 1. Okay. You guys understand? Thank you, sorry about that. Take this out. Okay, so you got the radius of 1. The radius is going to be 1 of that circle. So it's going to be 22 over 7 times 1 plus. Now we go down here. What is that length? 3 plus. I have to use the other color, man. But anyway, what is this length here? There's going to also be what? A semicircle with a radius of 2. Can you see that? There's plus in the semicircle, so it's 2. So it's a half times 2 pi, which is 22 over 7 times the radius, which is 2. Not so? Plus this length here, which is 3. Okay, so that's going to be 2 plus. The half and 2 cancels. is 22 over 7 times 1 is 22 over 7 plus 3 plus that cancel, leaves you with 44 over 7 plus 3. That's going to give us 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 times 7 is 56 plus 66 over 7. That's going to give us 12, carry 1. 12, I get 122 over 7. Let's check if I'm right. 2 plus a half times 2 times 22 over 7 times 1 plus 3 plus a half times 2 times 22 over 7 times 2 plus 3. 122 over 7. Okay. The last one, the area. The area is equal to, if you look at the shape here, the shape is again made up of a few shapes, so it's a composite shape. Okay. So it's going to be the semicircle here with a radius of 1. Okay. We got a rectangle measuring 4 by 3, and we got another semicircle here with a radius of, how do you calculate the area of a circle? Area is equal to pi r squared. So let's go with the first one on top. So the area of that shape is going to be, of the semicircle is going to be a half pi r squared. Okay? Pi r squared plus, you got your length times breadth plus a half pi r squared. But remember, this radius is different to that radius. Okay? So it's going to be a half. Pi is 22 over 7 times the radius is 1 squared plus. Your length is 4 and your breadth is 3, so it's 3 by 4 plus a half. Just put it here, a half r, which is 2 squared times r. Why am I writing half twice? It will be 22 over 7 times, so it's pi r, which is 2 squared. Okay, so let's just simplify here quickly. That goes 11, so it's going to be 11 over 7 plus 3 times 4 is 12 plus, that goes 11. 11 times 4 is 44 over 7. What is 7 times 12 is 84, correct? So it's going to be 84 plus 55. It's going to give you 9, 139 over 7. Let's check if I'm correct. It's going to be half times 22 over 7 times 1 squared plus 4 times 3 plus a half times 22 over 7 times 4. 139 over 7. Okay. Will you guys understand? Alright, and that's going to be centimeters. Yes?
How many marks does this count? Like
Quite a bit. Because right, this here alone, on your area would be about 4 or 5 marks. Your perimeter would also be 4 or 5 marks. Okay. Alright, you guys understand? Any issues here? No. So the area of the shaded region we'll discuss tomorrow. But for now, we're going to do number 1.6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1.6 to 1.11. Okay? No, to 1.15. 1.6 to 1.15. We're going to start now. I'm going to check your work row by row. Okay?